I'm super happy and charged. I'm super
Yes.
blessed as well because today's guest is a career revival specialist, CEO founder, IMPOWER, and a great coach, a super transformational speaker, an author, and all of us get stuck somewhere in the family, at workplace, in the career, in emotions. And we all fail. How about going to the best coach on the planet? That's Shilpa Joshi, ma'am. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Now you have 3 decades of experience. So, what are the 3 great tips you have to share with us? You know, the
Okay. 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 Thank you for asking that very important question in the beginning, Saniji. Uh, Three important suggestions or the tips which I could give to somebody. Before that, let me share the top 3 mistakes working professionals make. Is that okay?
oh yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. So
The
we have
do's and the
always been,
don'ts. अभी तबीयत
yeah,
खराब है मेरी तो परहेज भी उतनी जरूरी होती है.
yes,
The
yes.
medicine is good, but the don'ts are more important because I take the medicine and don't follow the don'ts, and I'll be in trouble. So mistakes are important.
Yeah, mistakes are very important, and I'm glad that I made few mistakes because of which I could improve, and I'm here with you today, Saniji. So the first mistake I think people mostly do, working professionals, and I also did the same. We have always been told, right? Keep your neck down and keep working hard and hard and hard. And there is nothing wrong in working hard, right? Because we always believe in working hard. But
Yeah.
are you working hard only on your job, or also you're working hard on yourself,
Wow.
right?
What a great
My,
insight.
yeah, my
Because we work
mentor,
hard in the job and fail to work here, fail to work here. Yes, so beautiful.
yes, absolutely. And that's when I realized working hard is absolutely good, but it may not be enough. So the first mistake is, don't just work hard on the job, but work hard on yourself as well. And that would be my first tip also.
Beautiful. Aha moment.
As yeah, thank you. And as working professional, we also do a lot of investment in the certificates, degrees, knowledge, and acquiring more and more, things to be added in front of our name, right? Which is all fine. But along with technical knowledge, we should be also investing in our own self. जो कहते हैं ना सनी जी, like whatever that 2000 rupees note which sound look smaller in the restaurant look bigger when we go to buy a book, right?
True.
So
We don't
so that
invest in
we don't invest
ourselves.
in ourselves, and investment comes in various types. So I'll tell you what kind of investment we can do in ourselves. And the third one is, we mostly focus on the technical skills. Like somebody is doing a technical job, you need, suppose somebody is in a finance department, you need finance education, you need expertise there. But that would help you to a certain level. After that, you need to also combine the high impact skills along with the knowledge. So that's my third tip. Just don't rely on the technical knowledge and the skill. Keep adding to your non technical skills, which will take you higher.
So true, so true. Now I'm very inspired by the name I Am Power. So would you like to tell the story behind it? I know it's a great story. It has a
Yes,
great deep
absolutely.
meaning as well.
Yes, it is. It is. Thank you for asking that. And I also would want to show that I've written the book on the same concept called
Yeah,
the
I was
Empower.
coming to that and I was
Okay.
inspired. Yes, yes.
Yes. So actually, this concept came to me because we nowadays we are flooded with the inspiring messages and quotes, and everywhere it is written, "I am enough. I'm good enough. I don't need anything else." Yeah, absolutely. You may be good enough, but have you reached where you want to reach? Do you have what you want to have? If not, maybe we should not just rely on these quotes. And that's where I realized that personal power not just comes within you. There are 3 types of powers makes you empowered. And if you allow me, I'll just share something on that.
Please, please, would love to listen.
Yeah, so I created this word not because I wanted to create some cheesy word, I am power or something like that, but it consists of three things. The empower means the personal power, one, which is already within you. We all are born with some inherent talent, skills, some goodness within us, already a lot of gifts within us. So, first to discover that. Second one, there is a power available around us. And this power is in books, is in people like you whom with we can associate, our mentors, lot of learnings around and wisdom around. That's second power available to us. And the third is the power which can be acquired by us, which is not even in consciousness right now. But as you get more clear on where you want to go, you would also know what kind of power I need to achieve. Is it a power of resilience? Is it a power of deep thinking? Is it a power of added skills? Or is it just a power of being calm? Right? So, all this together creates a personal power. That's my thought process behind Empower.
Yes, so power within, power around, and so much of power to be acquired. So we
Yes.
are enough, but we have long way to go get these three powers. So now in your book, which is your favorite chapter? And if you can please show us the book cover and tell us more about it. How did
Yes,
this
sure.
come up? The story behind the book.
Okay. I'll tell you. It is the cover is called the personal empower code, seven personal powers for achieving your next level, which is richer, stronger, and happier you. And word reach, I don't know why, but rich and wealth is always associated with money, but it is much more than that. It could be richer experiences like we are having this conversation. Isn't it
Yes.
a rich conversation? It is, right?
Truly, truly.
So reach is also experience, reach is also fabric of life, the texture of life. So I always felt as you keep acquiring these powers, you will have a richer, stronger, and happier life. And the story behind the book is that I always wanted to write something, and the inspiration is being my daughter. And I thought, when I am not here and gone, I want to leave my thoughts behind so that she can always remember what her mother felt and what I wanted to give it to her. And I also published it one day. Let me tell you a 1 minute story, okay?
Sure,
So
sure.
I never believed that I'm an author, okay? And I just kept writing my thoughts till one day when I saw the list of the books. My daughter is a good reader. And one day when she was making a list of the books she wants to read in a year, I saw my book's name in that list. Okay. And that day I told my publisher, yes, I'm publishing it finally. So that's the story. But having said that,
Beautiful.
the thought behind it is that my family, my mother, my husband, they always believed in me more than I do. And now I think I'm trying to become that version what they envisioned for me.
And I also believe in you. I learned a lot
Thank
from our first conversation as well. So now, what have you learned from your parents? Quick two things.
quick two things is persistence. Yeah. And my mother always told me, Shilpa, failure is not an option. Right. So these two things I always keep in mind. Whenever I feel like giving it up, it's too much, it's bogging me down, I just remember these words because she worked till the last breath, and she inspires me. And whenever I feel like giving up, I just remember, oh, she's watching over me, I can't give up.
Thank you for sharing that. What have you learned from your daughter?
From my daughter, uh, she's a very strong lady, and I love what she does, how she has her own resilience within her. She is a very deep thinker, and she is also always an inspiration for me.
Amazing. I'm sure she's going to love this interview. You've used
She
her
will, she will.
reference twice. How about your
Yes, yes, yes.
spouse? What are the two things you just
My
admire
spouse.
in?
Okay, thank you for asking me that. My spouse Santosh is an amazing person. He's a person with a heart of gold, and I have learned that he stays happy in whatever situation he is in, and he likes to spread happiness and positivity wherever he goes. If I can only pick up these two things from him, I think I'm done. So I
Great,
really
great.
truly admire him. And he always has a better vision for me. Always he would tell me, Shilpa, now you should go next. What's next? What's next? And he's been my biggest supporter. So I've got a best one.
200%. Dr. Kiran Bedi says, behind a successful woman, it's the great family support system. And I can see
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you are already
Absolutely.
doing that, spreading happiness, positivity, every sunshine and smile in your heart. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, please tell us about your happiest moments.
My happiest moments, I would say my happiest moment, one of them would be when I could actually publish my book. Second, in my personal life, when I got married to the person of my choice, and when I had my daughter. These are two the most precious moments. And also, there was a day when I saw pride on my mother's face because of me. I think that's incomparable. When you can make your parents proud, I think that's the best thing in the world.
Thank you so much. And would you like to share something on which day your mother felt, wow, Shilpa, amazing?
Actually, when I handed over my copy of my book to her, like I had many elevations, promotion, and a lot of things in my life, but all the time she was encouraging and she was always proud of me. But the day I handed over the book to her, I think that's when I saw some different shine on her face, and it was beyond words.
Thank you for sharing your most special moments with us.
Yeah.
So now, what are three things you love in yourself? Wow, Shilpa.
Okay. I would say I love my three decisions because you are your decisions, right? And decision word is very special. It is decisions, right? It actually means to cut off, right? So it's not incision, but it's decision. So when you decide to do something, but you also decide not to do other things. For example, right now, Saniji, I'm so grateful that you decided to spend this time with me. That means you have said no to a lot of other things as well, right? So that's why I love my three decisions. One is standing by my own wish and marrying the person whom I trust and believe and find my deepest friend in. Second decision is choosing to say no, which doesn't match with my principles, and setting boundaries at some place, because there needs to be some stronger boundaries as we progress on the path. You also know about it. And the third decision I'm very happy I could take for myself, which is transitioning from my 29 years career and a job and becoming an independent professional where I can help and really serve what exactly drives me. I would say my purpose. That was the third biggest and high stake decision, leaving a career when you're at the top of your career.
And you're an amazing leader creating leaders now. It's a
Yes,
greater
I would want.
seva, and I'm sure you will leave a legacy. You're already doing it. Now,
Yes, yes.
when it comes to life lessons, how do you impart them? Please tell us something about your coaching programs.
Yeah, sure. So, what I feel is knowledge is very important, but I more believe in the applied knowledge because we keep absorbing a lot of content. These days, there is no shortage of content. Earlier, we used to struggle finding that book. You remember those good old days when we would hunt for the books. If it's not available, write to publisher and try to get. Now it's easily available, but now it's problem of plenty, right? So we consume a lot of content, but it doesn't become a context for us. So unless and until what we learn, we apply, then only it becomes our knowledge. Till that, it is somebody else's knowledge. So what I've learned, the biggest gap we have to close in our life is the learning and doing gap. The faster we close this gap, the better we would apply what we have learned. That's the first thing. And there was one big lesson I have learned in my life actually, which I would want to share with you. I have always been a very perfectionist. No, nobody should say anything wrong. My work has to be 100% perfect. And as you grow in corporate ladder, you're so cautious that you don't make a single mistake. Everything has to turn out great and all that. And that made me super logical and perfectionist. When I invested in myself and I learned from many mentors, and that's when I learned, just like procrastination, perfectionism can also become a hurdle in your success,
Okay.
right? So set your standards, don't compromise with your standards, but don't stop delivering just because it is not perfect. It's never going to be perfect.
Yes. I love this.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank you.
for sharing this one. So now coming to one word answers. What
Yeah.
is coaching?
Okay, good. Coaching is helping.
Daughter in one word.
Inspiration,
Mother in one word.
love,
School in one word.
necessary,
Training in one word.
training helps,
Shilpa in one word.
empower.
Thank you so much for being a big empowering agent, sunshine in many, many lives. I'm truly, truly, truly blessed to learn so much from you. And I'm sure you'll have a lot of coaching clients who would become like you, who will make you proud.
Yes,
I wish.
absolutely. And just one or two things more, if I can add, Saniji, for the benefit of our conversation, is
Yes.
two things. Like, uh, I'm soon coming up with a career revival model, and I would be sharing with the world what steps exactly you need to take so as to take your career to the next level, get unstuck in life. There are ways, and that will help you eliminate unnecessary struggle as well. And the
Yes.
second thing is that today I'm launching my collaboration with Dr. Gerald Amandu, first podcast called Lead Talk, which will be covering leadership skills as well as career revival. That's going to be a focus, and I'll share with your viewers as well to spread out the message more and more.
I'm so thankful to you for announcing two good things. And I'm sure a lot of women and men would want to revive their careers and take it to the next level.
Yeah,
Thank you for being the next level success coach. Thank you so much.
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
The best.